What up? What up? Happy Monday, Labor Day, boys and girls. Welcome to episode 77 of Crew Talk Sports, brought to you by Crew Talk Radio. We got Dante, we got Ev in the house. Fellas, how was your holiday weekend, Ev? How was the little one's first Labor Day? Killing it?
Oh yeah, man! Great weekend. One step closer to NFL football. Boys, wrapped up my last fantasy draft. We'll get into that later. But a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great one as well, man. How was Minnesota?
Minnesota was the shit. Dante knows, he's been there a bunch. Look, that place is total vibes, bro. My aunt's house is just basically, I don't know how you would explain it other than a fucking paradise, Dante, right?
Yep.
It's like it's in the boons, Ev, for you. I mean, you'd be a little scared because it does get dark at night, but yeah, there's pools. We did the Minnesota State Fair, which is the biggest state fair, like I think fucking in the country. Maybe Texas, I heard, might have one that's kind of big. Dude, there's at least fucking 200,000 people there. Justin Jefferson was in attendance at the state fair too. But I mean, I don't know. I would put the over under in beers at probably pretty close to 100, boys. Your boy was definitely putting them down out there. Didn't really watch college football, Dante, but my God, did you cost us some coin? How was your weekend besides the Wally Zerbiak being a little low?
Yeah, bad weekend to be a couch because I was locked in watching football, but it was tough. I mean, I went to the CU game. That was awesome. Great environment. The field looked great. Jerseys looked great. Unfortunately, they didn't pull it out. And I was like, all right, well, hey, Texas will get it back tomorrow morning. And then they lost. So tough start to the college football year, but it felt great to be back just watching games and diving in.
Yeah, a lot of upsets, man, which we'll get into. I don't know if you would call Ohio State an upset beating Texas, but LSU went on the road. They ended up taking care of business, taking over Clemson. We were on that. That was one of the fucking picks we got, right? Yep. We said that there would be an upset, dude, and Florida State taking care of Alabama. Was that the biggest one of the weekend? I would say, right?
Had to have been, yeah.
Yeah, so their SEC season is already – in jeopardy there, just because you can't lose to a Florida State team, right, Dante?
Nope. That was a game where DeBoer, unfortunately, people are already calling for his head. I think I saw the buyout $70 million, and Bama fans are starting to go fund me's. And what can we do to get this guy out of town? He's lost 4 games against unranked opponents in 2 years. Nick Saban, his whole career at Alabama, lost 4 games to unranked teams, so can't have it.
Just goes to show you how spoiled that fan base is, right? Like,
yes.
Just like, they're just already calling for heads, which you got to respect it, man. All they have done is win over there, so expect nothing less.
I love that they have that buyout shit, because if it's like if it was like me and Ev, we're like, fuck it, dude. You put in 30, I'll put in 30, and let's get this guy out of here, bro. Could you imagine that, dude? Holy fuck. Because there's big money donors, bro. Well, think about the athletes, bro. Like, I think that's where they get a shit ton of their money for it, right? It's like former athletes for sure. So, and Bama has a fucking million of them, right?
Yeah, the whole NFL, yep.
Derrick Henry could throw like 5 million in there. I mean, whatever. So, yeah, that was a crazy game. Just that I will say real quick, I did see the highlights. That quarterback from FSU, the little short guy, kind of a stud. We didn't talk about him or that team really too much, Dante.
Yeah,
was that just a bad game?
He was a transfer from Boston College, and he got benched last year, so people were not really hyping him up too much. He definitely outperformed what he was expected to, I would say.
Yeah, they were 16-point dogs?
Yeah, I think when it closed, it was like close to 12, but it was still, depending where you're at, it was a wide range.
Speaking of dogs, we bet on North Carolina today to try to make the coin back. Evan, it's 41-7. TCU's beating the brakes off of the Tar Heels. Bill Belichick's freaking out, dude. He's gonna start hitting these kids, fucking slapping them, dude.
Belichick stick to picking up young hot women.
Yeah, I bet plus 7.5, and I used the live bet bonus. It's just stupid, boys. I need a fucking miracle here. I need 30 points in this fourth quarter, Dante. That's a fucking L. But yeah, what else? College football. We saw Wyoming won. I saw the Golden Gophers ended up winning. Sucks CU lost, bro. But what's the state of CU if you're a CU fan? Are you pissed? It was a tough game. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Quarterback in quarterback discussion might need to be sooner than rather than later. But Dante, talk to us about Evan's old offensive coordinator, Pat Shurmur. and why? What was going on with him, dude?
Yeah, after the game, the feeling was just anger, and it was mainly because they should have won. Those are the games that hurt the most when the teams has them and they let it go. 3 turnovers in the first quarter, and you get 7 points off of it. Salter, he wasn't horrible. He did make some good plays, but there's a few, I would say 3 or 4 times where he could have ran easy 10, maybe 15, 20 yards, and he stopped and threw it last minute and would just overthrow and miss guys. So fans, walking out of the stadium, how that walk is after a loss, everyone's just woulda, coulda, shoulda. But 2 things that are coming up is QB change and then Pat Shurmur. Bronco fans, we know it's the same Pat Shurmur. That guy, he just cannot call an offense to save his life. And now we got to deal with it again. I thought he was done when he got fired in Denver, and now here we are again.
Yeah, he's up in Boulder. Yeah, I think the Buffs will be all right, man. They're still my my Big 12 team. Did you get any eyes on any games, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I watched a little bit of the Buffs game. Dude, what about our boy Haynes King for Georgia Tech, man? 156 rushing yards, dude. 3 touchdowns, bro. And then his passing yards, 143, 1 interception. Just completely inexcusable, dude, to let a quarterback run all over you like that. And yeah, like Dante said, man, you get those 3 turnovers, man. You need at least 10 points off those, in my opinion. Yeah. So yeah, dude, it was just like super discouraging. You're waiting for the offense to start clicking, waiting for them to make some plays, and they just didn't do it, which is unfortunate. But I think we should give them some time.
I will say this is one of those games where if Georgia Tech goes on and has the season some people think, this could actually look like a positive for CU because they played them so close. Georgia Tech did look good. I'm not going to take anything away from them. Haynes King, I mean, if he keeps playing like that, we'd be talking Heisman. He went off.
They just couldn't stop the run, man. I mean, that was we kind of talked about that game and how important it was. I was on the under, so I did end up cashing that one, Dante. I thought that there were going to be a running. It was going to be a running game, but yeah, you're right, dude. You got to get more points off turnovers, especially when you could just jump out to an early lead. That would have been a bigger cushion. It kind of takes some pressure off that quarterback too. But yeah, dude, Shurmur probably didn't do him any favors. I saw people shredding him on my Twitter, like, get him the fuck out. Yeah, like, dude, whoa, relax, pump the brakes, pump the brakes. Who do they got next week, Dante?
Delaware. So, they got Delaware, they got Houston, and then Wyoming. So 3. If they can be 3-1, and then they play BYU and Iowa State, that'll be something to watch for. But yeah, another thing for CU, Brian Leftwich, he's their quarterback coach. So that's fans are also like, hey, we got a proven OC right here in house.
Oh yeah.
So that's another reason people are getting fired up because
Byron Leftwich,
yeah. He was with the Bucks and Brady, so he knows a thing or two.
Oh, he was. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Warren Sapp's defensive line didn't look too good, Dante. They're just getting running all over, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when your defense is on the field all game because your offense can't do anything. They just kind of warm down.
Oh, shit. Ev, did you have Texas? I know we all looked like idiots. We all picked Texas. Did you have Texas or Ohio State winning that? Like, who did you say was going to win? You was Texas, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at it like, hey, man, I think Arch Manning should be him, right? And he was not him. So, yeah, no, Arch Manning let me down, dude. It hurt my soul, hurt my heart. But what big shoes to fill for that kid. I mean, as it is, it's got to be tough for him. But, man, hey, dude, you're a Manning, bro. Step up and take care of business. I know he'll be better for it. I hope he will be because I'm still a huge fan.
Yeah, Dante, I mean, what games did we get right, bro? Because we all said Texas because of like what Ev's saying, man. We're just like the Arch Manning train is here. This is his year. It's like so fucking open for him. He had 170 yards. He flat out said after the game, like, I got to be better. I think he was 17 of 30, but shout out to Ohio State for taking care of business, dude. It's also fucking really hard to go into Columbus and win. I don't give a fuck if you're Peyton fucking Manning. That's a tough environment. They got 100,000 screaming kids. It's college game day. So, I don't think that takes them out of the national championship run. It's better to lose this game earlier than it is late, right? So we'll see. I still think Texas at least makes the semifinals. I think they should cruise. But again, tough in the SEC. The one win we did get, Dante, was fucking LSU, right? LSU +4. They go in to Clemson,
Death Valley. Battle of Death Valleys.
Another 100,000 there. They take care of business. Dante, I didn't get as much eyes on that as I wanted to. I just know that it came down to like the quarterback play and the dog from LSU, Durham. I know I have him on my fantasy team. He had a touchdown for me. So what'd you see in that game?
Yeah, that one it really was. LSU just had some playmakers. Yeah, the running back Durham you like a lot, and then they have some receivers. Anderson, really, they were just, of course, your guy Newmeyer, but they were going off, and you could just tell there was a skill level talent gap there. So LSU, Brian Kelly finally gets that big win he needed, and Bama down. Some of these SEC teams didn't look great. LSU picks anyone that was high on them start the season looking really good right now.
Yeah, and we all did, Ev. That's my squad.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, shout out to my LSU Tigers. Go Tigers. I'm telling you, like they might look, I got Newmeyer as my quarterback in our fantasy league. 28 for 38, 1 touchdown. I mean, it was a low scoring game. I also have Anderson, 6 receptions, 99 yards. And then I had the Tigers or the Clemson Tigers. Antonio Williams goes down with a hamstring injury. So not good for my fantasy team. So we'll just be monitoring that. But I'm loving my fantasy squad right now. I'm loving it.
I'm pissed. I got to make some cuts, Dante. Rocco Becht again, 3 touchdowns. We love him. I got my boy Love from Notre Dame, man. What the fuck? Did Miami stop them or what, dude? Because that was another game that we fucked up and we didn't get Notre Dame right. But I think LSU, they were 9th, right? I think they'll climb. They'll definitely jump Bama.
Yeah.
They'll definitely jump Notre Dame. So maybe top 5 team from them. I don't know if Texas falls out, but potential 6th spot is what I would say for LSU for this weekend. But yeah, Ev, dude, you're talking about that, dude. I had an O. So you had your receiver had 0?
Yeah.
Because I had Iowa State's number 1 receiver. I don't even know if he fucking played. 0 points, dude. Arizona State's running back, 3 points, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. I got to hit the fucking lab here, dude. But
hit those waivers, baby. Kevin said he's getting them in order, so you're gonna have to hit that waiver wire tonight.
Yeah, well, I was looking at my bench too, like, oh, maybe I didn't, maybe I fucked something up. There wasn't much I could do, bro. Besides just get running backs into the flex positions, because I had 2 running backs on the bench. So did Matt, that had over 16 points. So I got to get these other bums out of the flex.
And just remember in this league, it is a tight end premium, so they score a little bit more per reception. So plug those tight ends too if you have it. So yeah, I mean, something to look at.
Yeah, Matt's tight end had 22 points, bro. Just couldn't even believe it, dude. My tight end was LSU's tight end. He did catch a touchdown, though, but that was his only reception. So nice 10 points from him. Other than that, other games that I was watching, I did watch the Nebraska game. The Riola kid is so fucking annoying, dude, in my opinion. He's starting to do this now. You know how Mahomes does this? Like huddle. It's so like
it's identical.
Yeah, he does everything like it.
Is he not setting himself up for like a total embarrassment? Like, what are we doing, dude?
Well, I was watching the JB show. So I don't know if you remember that coach from Independence. It was that show, Evan. Did you ever watch it? Last Chance U. Alo, what's up? What's up, my dude? Big dub for Alo. His the U gets it done for him. But JB is funny, dude. He just screams at everybody. He's like, I'm a real motherfucker. Don't fuck with me. Remember that guy? He was saying, like, this guy spends probably an hour or 2 a day watching these fucking videos of, like, how can I be him and the haircut and shit. And it's like, bro, you are not him, dude. Like, you are not him. You see him on the field, and it's like they arguably could have lost that game. Nebraska could have. But, Dante, are you still sticking with LSU? Because that was my team that I picked as my national champion winner. We still sticking with that. Ev, you're leaning LSU, I'd imagine, too, right?
Yeah.
Still too early to really make any moves.
Yeah, I had an all-time bad week. Alabama was my pick. Obviously, we saw how that turned out. So, I don't know. I have to hit the drawing board and see what happens. Thank God it's a long season.
Yeah. So, Ev, we were Belichick getting pecker slapped right now. What up? Yeah, Josh. Yeah, no, we're watching it, dude. Good news for us. We're actually on North Carolina plus 7.5 to really make us what? Did you say, Dante? 2-7 on the weekend?
Yeah, 2-7.
Let me see. So I wrote down our bets, right? Twins money line ended up getting it done. So that's the parlay that pissed me off the most, Dante, was your Buffs. We had Buffs money line, we had Twins money line, and we had Sparty money line. Yep. Sparty ends up blowing them out. Oh, you end up winning that parlay though, Dante.
Yeah, my Thursday parlay hit. Thank gosh, saved the weekend. CU, Texas kind of killed a lot of stuff for me.
And we had CU plus 4.5, bro. I was like, God damn it, Buffs.
Yeah.
So they end up fucking me. I got all faded, Ev, at the Twins game, which is Super Sick Stadium too. I'd never been there. I think it's like US Bank Stadium or what? No, that's the football stadium. Target Field, Ev. Pretty cool. There was like 30 people in attendance. I'm all wasted. I'm like, fuck it. We got to place a bet. I call Dante. He does the same game parlay. Royce Lewis home run, Twins money line. And Buxton, you know my boy Buxton for the Twins, bro, the dog. Well, he fucked me. He went 5 for 5, dude. He had 5 singles, no home runs. Couldn't even imagine, dude. I was so pissed. I was already spending that money in the shops too, dude.
So are you out on the Twins after this year real quick? Or are you just like, are you backing on the Rockies, man? The world wants to know.
No, dude, I'm a diehard Twins fan, brother. Diehard Twins. Yeah, real quick, I wanted to summarize our bets, right, Ev? So check this out, dude. You'll love this. Texas.
Poop.
LSU ended up winning. Okay, great. CU.
Poop.
South Carolina, did they end up covering the 7.5?
I think they did.
Okay, there's a dub. Notre Dame. How'd that do, Ev? Shout out to Alo. And then Bama was the big kick in the nuts, dude, really. We also bet Denny Hamlin, Larson to win. God damn it, Dante. You son of a bitch, bro. The Buffs arguably was the biggest one. We got to be fading them. How did the kid from South Carolina look at Sellers? Because we're on him to win the Heisman. Did he? How'd he do?
He looked good. South Carolina pulled away at the end. It was kind of close the first 3 quarters, but they, again, that SEC talent gap, they pulled away. He looked great though. He's got this receiver, Harbor, who's probably the fastest receiver in college football, USA Olympic track star. So that helps too. But yeah, they looked good. The defense, they have this edge rusher Stewart looked good. So honestly, I think South Carolina and LSU were probably the 2 most impressive SEC teams this weekend.
Florida, right?
Yeah,
but they played LIU. Yeah, I saw our boy Lagway, Ev, 3 touchdowns. You know about him. Yeah, my record for college. Yeah, Alo, we got fucking mollywopped, bro. North Carolina's coming back though. Let's go, 14-41. Shout out to Belichick and the boys. Ev, let's get into your fantasy football draft. I don't know if you want to tell the people how much the buy-in is. It's a big league, right? You guys usually go to like Vegas and do shit. So we're gonna grade it. 12-team PPR flex. What do we got to do here?
So it's 12-team standard actually. So you're looking for playmakers throughout your entire draft. I was actually on the waiting list to get into this draft. Shout out to our guy Ace Apodaca, the Godfather, and his 2 sons, Cam and Anthony. They're in it. They've been in it. Matt Grajeda, he's in it. So it's just it's a great time for sure. But yes, drafted yesterday. So yeah, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts real quick. And forgive, there is some typos in this Chat GPT
image
graphic. Yeah, so here, bear with me real quick. Let's move us over here. So
there we go.
So real quick, so it's 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex, then kicker defense, right? But this is your whole team. Like there's not a lot of bench spots. So
where's your defense?
So the defense got cut off. I have 2 defenses. I'll tell you afterwards. So
okay.
Round 1, obviously, I took Jamar Chase. He's such an upgrade over all the wide receivers. It came back to me, and I hadn't seen Puka Nacua drop that far. I haven't drafted a lot of Puka Nacua, so I took him. Then Devon Achane was my back-to-back pick, touchdown machine. I was not big on Devon Achane coming into this year, but it could work out, right? Then I follow up. I just build depth from there, right? Jerry Jeudy, my wide receiver, my flex. He's a plug and play, especially with Flacco. I can sit on Rashee Rice for 6 weeks. I think these 3 guys can get me through there if they can stay healthy. Add James Conner, touchdown machine. Brian Robinson. If C-Mac goes out, dude, this guy's going to be a top 12 running back.
Yeah.
And then David Njoku was sitting there at the end. I waited till the very end to grab my tight ends. Look at those 2 tight ends.
That's fine. Totally
Njoku,
fine.
Yep, Chigo Okonkwo is going to be a safety blanket for Cam Ward. I wish I was really close to taking Mahomes again. I could have taken Mahomes over Dak, but I just took Mahomes in our draft, so I was like, man, I got to get some I got to do something different. I still think Dak can be a prolific passer, and then back him up with Trevor Lawrence. Grab Brandon Aubrey as my kicker, he's a set it and forget it, dude. Jason Sanders is injured. I don't care. I'm not even looking at him until Brandon's Aubrey's off bye week. And then I got Washington defense, who the Giants week 1, and then I got the Chargers defense. So,
okay.
What real quick?
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, you're right. You saw it looks like Puka Nacua and A-Chain fell because that would have been what, 24, 25. Was there anybody that like went way too early that you were like, okay, like
well, like Joe Burrow was the first quarterback off the board in the second round. So like,
oh really? So there's the reach right there, right?
Yeah. So like then after that, I was like, well, maybe I'll grab, Jalen Hurts, but with Puka falling, dude, I'm just like, dude, this is it was him and Drake London that I was choosing from, and I had taken Drake London in my last draft, so I'm like, let me get some different shares here. So yeah, Puka Nacua was
no stack, but you got a Dak. Dude, I like it. Like we saw, me and Dante were talking about it, dude, and Gerald even. It's better to have fucking Puka, Jamar Chase, A-Chain, Connor. Like, I don't care than Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. I like being deep at those core positions. So that's what I would have done personally. You punted at tight end, you punted at quarterback. I think Dak should be fine, bro. I mean, you're gonna have Puka Nacua Chase. That's probably the best wide receiver tandem in that league, I would assume, unless somebody got something crazy. But yeah, you start 3 wide receivers?
No, so I did Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, then Devon A-Chain.
No, do you start 3 wide receivers?
No, so it's just 2 wide receivers and 1 flex.
Perfect. Yeah. So you'll be really beating yourself up on who you're gonna start between like Breece Hall or Judy, but I'd probably stick. Is it PPR?
It's standard, man. It's just
Breece Hall's great then. Breece Hall's great. So is James Conner, dude, in terms of standard. Okonkwo, dude, people forget this dude was a fucking wagon last year, later in the year, and now he actually has a better quarterback because, oh my God, Will Levis was arguably unwatchable, Dante. What do you think of this squad?
Yeah, I like it. Chase, that's a great pick there. You got to go with that easy pick. What about when you got A-Chain? What running backs were there that you chose him over?
So I want to say like it was people that I've already drafted in leagues before. I don't even think Kyron Williams was there. I think it might have been. I don't even think Chase Brown was there, dude. I think it dried up pretty quickly. Running backs tend to go first in standard leagues. But I was just like, I'm so in love with getting my 2 wide receivers, set it and forget it, and then I'll worry about running back later. I'm glad James Conner fell to me. Breece Hall too. He's a gamble, but God dang it, he can score some touchdowns. So I'm pretty happy with this build. I'm going to be streaming defenses all year long. Like I said, Washington week 1, I'm going to be dropping them after that, and I can roll with the Chargers if I need to. I'll probably keep them. They're a solid defense. But yeah, dude, I would have liked like as my backup quarterback, like an upside play like Drake May or
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but they weren't there for me to take, so I ended up with Trevor Lawrence. But if Liam Cohen can get the best out of him, then it could work out.
Who was that guy that got sniped from you? Did you have a player or two that you were up and they got sniped?
Oh yeah, it happened a couple times, dude. I couldn't really remember. We were a lot of fireball deep, but
there's always one that gets away. You're like, oh, my team be a little different right now.
Yeah, I do know that I did snipe. I believe it was the 2 picks from Matt, like before he could pick. It was one of them was Brian Robinson because he took Christian McCaffrey, so he wanted him. Yeah,
dude, he's huge on McCaffrey, bro.
He's all in on Christian McCaffrey this year, bro. So yeah, he was one, and I believe Jerry Jeudy was the other one. So yeah, I just like, dude, seeing 2 Browns on here it's kind of
gross, yeah, but they're wide receiver, tight end, so they're going to be throwing, right? I mean, I don't give a fuck who the quarterback is. Well, actually, dude, technically, you do want Joe Flacco for Njoku because he has crazy numbers when Joe Flacco starts. What up, Dak? Says, what's up, guys? Thanks again for joining us tonight. We were just on his show the last hour, so busy night. Obviously, we got crazy games popping off this week. So, Ev, what was the grade that you got? Was it a Yahoo?
No, so this was like we do it in person. We have our rankings and then we write down our picks. So it's pretty much just like a live draft. So like Yahoo gave me on our Yahoo draft, they gave me an A+, which fucking scares the shit out of me because usually when that happens, that means I'm finishing probably last in the league.
Yeah, I love getting a good old D plus on my drafts, dude. That lets me know that I got my guys instead of getting what AI wanted me to do. Because let's be honest, bro. Like, sure, if you just took the best available, I guess maybe you'd be okay. But it's not how you win leagues, you know. Yeah, my D plus team ended up winning it in my work league. Dante, you had a draft as well. What is it? ESPN or 10, 12? What do you got? Who's it?
Yes.
Also, who is it? Just your buddies?
Yeah. I'm in 2 leagues this year, and I made the rookie mistake. They both drafted the same time last night, so I was iPad and phoning it up. But I did try. I just got the same team in both leagues. Make it easy on myself. That way, I'm not rooting for different guys. And I will say these 12-man leagues are tough, especially when you go from a 10 to a 12. There's a lot of dudes that go quickly. So, as you were saying, the Yahoo ratings, I got a D minus, literally 0-14 was my projection. My buddies texted me like, I've never seen that before. 0-14 projection, but I was picked 10 or 12, so I didn't even get the back-to-back. It's like I'd rather just be 12 at that point. I started off with Genty, and then Jonathan Taylor. I got T. Higgins, DK, Bo Nix, Evan Ingram was my stack, and then Ricky Purcell and Cooper Kupp. So there's a few guys in there. I got that Ja'Cory Croskett from Washington and Mims, ETN, just a lot of question marks, but a lot of upside on my team. So when I saw 0-14, I was kind of shocked, honestly. But I like my team. I got my guys.
Who's your quarterback again? My bad.
Bo Nix.
Big,
and I got
Nix.
Ingram at tight end.
Stack.
I think that's going to be a nice stack. Marvin Mims. Vikings defense. Denver defense went like seriously round 4. Vikings,
Yeah, dude.
Vikings though, they have a nice defense, so I was pretty stoked to get them.
Yeah, they were like, if I didn't get the Denver D, I was looking at the Vikings, I was looking at the Texans, and as soon as they went, I was like, I'll just punt. Do we gamble on Green Bay? I mean, now that they got Parsons, it could be spooky.
Yeah, Green Bay. I don't know what
they lost Jair though. Remember that they lost Alexander. He went to Baltimore too, by the way. Which that's another fucking sneaky one. We should have brought that up on Dak's podcast. But yeah, I mean, dude, let's be honest. Micah Parsons could legitimately score like physically 6 fantasy points in a game just by himself. So only thing with the Packers though, dude, is like matchup wise, I don't really love their division that they're in is in terms of like starting their defense because they play the Lions twice. So obviously, if you're punting for defenses, dude, you don't want to do that, right? Vikings, sure, kind of rookie quarterback, but Bears, they could be fucking scary. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. You just love Micah Parsons. Oh, good news for us, boys. North Carolina fumbled the ball, so TCU has it, and now they're in the red zone. God damn you, Dante.
Longest game ever.
Yeah,
it's about to lose by 70. You heard it here first.
Yeah, they're down 27. Belichick, you know when he loves when motherfuckers fumble too, dude. That's like his number one. You want to piss him off.
Dom, I do want you to know that I passed on Jake Ferguson to grab Njoku, dude. All right, so that has been my guy, boys. You guys have known. That
was a stack. Why didn't you try to think about doing that stack, bro?
Well, because then I was just looking at my team. I'm like, I have Dak, I have Aubrey. I'm like, do I want 3 Cowboys? I don't know, man. That's
yes, you do. You love the Cowboys. You should have drafted Javonte Williams instead of Brian Robinson.
You had Judy.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The division that I'm in is fucking absolutely stacked. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I think our team went 13-4 last year, and we won our division, and then we lost in the playoffs because Matt Graheda had motherfucking Jamar Chase. So now he's on my squad. He's on the winning team, baby. Let's go.
Who ended up winning it last year? Was it Matt?
Matt won most points, and then Ace's friend Joe, who's won it a shit ton, won the whole championship.
How's his team looking?
Dude, I don't have it. I don't have it on me.
Oh yeah, because you guys have to input it still, right? Yeah, since it was a live draft.
Let's see. I could probably look it up here in a sec. Hold on. Let me just.
It's gonna feel so good this weekend to be sweating fantasy football, NFL, college. We're back. We're in the thick of it.
Yeah. So Joe's team, he has Joe Burrow, who he took in the second round. He has Drake May as his number 2 quarterback. His running backs, he has Jonathan Taylor, and then he picked Braylon Allen, upside pick, Tyrone Tracy, Kenneth Walker. And then his wide receivers all upside. This is what this guy likes to do, but he knows who to play when to play him. But Keon Coleman, Matthew Golden, Ricky Pearsall, and Jamison Williams.
Oh, I love that.
So he's got Kittle as his tight end locked down, and yeah, so we'll see. Returning champ. We'll see how it goes
How
out.
many points do you do for a passing touchdown for QBs?
I believe it's
Is it 6?
I believe
Oh
it's
shit!
6.
So you
Yeah.
should have, yeah. Then arguably you go quarterback earlier, bro. That's the thing is you got to pay attention to that shit.
Yeah.
Non PPR, dude. You probably really did want Hurts. You know, I mean, I think
And-
his ADP increases.
And Matt's team, real quick, he's got Josh Allen as QB1, Aaron Rodgers QB2, Charbonnet, Kamara, McCaffrey, and Montgomery as his running backs. T. Higgins, Khalil Shakir, Garrett Wilson, Worthy as his wide receivers. He picked up Jake Ferguson, that fucker. He probably sniped him from me, to be honest with you. And he did grab Denver Broncos defense. So shout out Matt.
Sneaky gray hater, baby. Yeah, we got to end up hitting a home run parlay, bro, before the NFL starts because we're going to definitely switch it over to anytime touchdowns here. So, Dante, preferably we have until Thursday to hit a home run parlay. Ev, make sure you lock the fuck in. All right. And don't let me pick Buxton. But so we were going to do the DraftKings thing, Ev. We can do that. But every week I have to wait for Landon to kind of send that notification out. He hasn't sent it out yet, but we could probably look at it and build something if we wanted to. But
Yeah.
Let's run this quick ad. We'll be back in 20 seconds here.
One offs plus bottle lamps we lit. You can decorate your home, you can get them as a gift. You can modify your own, you can make them as you wish. You can get it for your parents or your homies or your kids. The lights are waterproof for that someone that you're with. We know you gonna shine, let us show them how you live. If you really about to glow, then we can show you what it is.
Boom. That's One Off Plus. That's our buddy's company, man. Makes those souvenirs. Make sure you guys check them out. Have we posted them on the on our pinned tweets yet? Maybe we should do that so we can.
We have not. Yeah, you can find. We'll post the website at Crew Talk Sports. We'll also be doing a giveaway too. He made us some dope Crew Talk Sports lamps.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a giveaway too. We're waiting on some merch to come in. We'll include a hat as well, maybe a koozie, maybe 2 koozies because who likes to drink alone besides me? And no, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Besides me.
Man. We'll see what happens. But no, big things coming for One Offs Plus, man. I love them.
Yeah. I'm logging into DraftKings right now, boys. So basically, Dante, this is my DFS. It's weekly. It's fucking it's a really cool league. This is the one that I actually really enjoy doing because let's be honest, sometimes it sucks when your first round pick gets hurt. So for DFS, it's only the main slate, right? So I don't have to worry about fucking Thursday night. So I won't fucking place the bet or whatever, but I want to see what your guys' thoughts are. I got to get it done before Thursday. So let me or before Sunday. So let's take a way too early look at it. And then I want to see what your guys' thoughts are. Remember, it's just main slate. So like none of these bozos, but we do have an opportunity for the Broncos to get in here. So let's start with the quarterbacks, man. What do we like in here? Because you guys know who I'm going to say. Here's our salaries. For those who don't know how to do this, it's super fun. We'll probably do this every Sunday morning and build this shit. Because, let's be honest, dude, there's always news and shit. Who's playing? Ev, is it important to do stacks in this league? So basically, real quick about this league too is you get payouts every week. So it's a $200 buy-in. And then depending how many people are in the league, you get a weekly payout if you win first. If you win second, I think you win $50. First place is like 170. So really all you got to do is just win twice. And then also at the end of the year, you can win up to $1,000. I think there's who scored the most, fucking who won the league, right? Who has like, I don't even know how there's quarterly standings. So whoever's in first, like the first quarter, second quarter of the season, or halfway, third. So let's build some shit here, Ev. Can you see the screen? You guys all good? So right off the bat, boys, let me just go ahead and do that, right?
Yeah, I would say you just find that value for that first pick. Let's just find the best value, best bang for your buck, and then look to add playmakers later.
So Baker's 6,600. So I feel like in this also you have to stack, dude. Like we would have to go Evans or Igbuka, which will kind of give us money because look at, dude, I mean, already our average is down to 5,400. So we low key need like a sneaky, inexpensive person. But is there anybody that's going to put up just crazy numbers right off the get? Like, is it worth getting Bijan or can we find some better value running back wise?
I mean, I'd probably play C-Mac until you can't. I mean, that's one player that I would look at to start. Or you could do
Seattle.
Or you could do like the Bucky Irving. I love that. But it's a division game. So,
Jonathan Taylor down there.
Yeah.
Colts defense is suspect.
Yeah.
Oh
Josh
yeah, so
Jacobs.
that's
Or,
the thing too.
Dolphins,
Is watch this. We'll go ahead and get. I bet the Broncos are number one. Fuck, dude, because you really got to try to find some value at your defense to save you like fucking 1,000. Is anybody down here that we like? Like, Christ, the Jaguars, dude, are they worth the flyer? Or like I said, we don't want Detroit, right?
Patriots. I like the Patriots. Mike
Where they
Vrabel, defensive coach, right there under the Jaguars.
Perfect. Let's check it out. We're just throwing these in. Nothing's permanent here. Fuck. Let's grab our cheap tight end. Are we doing it first week of the year? Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh, but hear me out. What about some Kyle Armpits right here on the bottom, Ev?
What about Zach Ertz? He's a little cheaper. I mean, he's an older guy, but he's going to be going off in the first few weeks. I don't hate that. Otten's hurt, or else we could have got that stack.
What is up with Otten? Is he out?
I don't exactly know. Do you see anything on the news tab?
Oh, he's practicing, dude. This guy's a footballer too, bro. We're throwing him in there. There's our cheap stack. I mean, is it worth to experiment on any of these? Okonkwo, no fucking way, right? Strange. I heard a lot about this Johnson guy. I just cannot do it. And then here's my GOAT right here, boys. Just steady Eddie. Sucks Johnny Smith's there. Yeah, let's go ahead and stack him here with like a little cheap Kate Otten. Why not? So what are we thinking here for running backs, boys? We got to be on the cheap end, dude. We got to find somebody under 5,500 real quick. So we really got to find somebody like here.
I would rather grab our wide receiver 1 first and then see what we can.
Okay. So we need 3 wide receivers, Ev. So this is where it gets fucking spooky. You got to punt on somebody down here. We should. I don't know. What do you guys want to do here, dude?
I see Brian Thomas down there against the Jags defense, or Carolina against the Panthers. He's 6,800, a little cheaper.
It's like, do you want to splurge on like an overall wide receiver 1, or do we want to grab like 3 Jerry Judys or something like that? Or
let's see. Yeah, let's see these 5,000. Oh my God, there he is, boys. Matthew Golden. Why not? I heard he's wide receiver 1. He's 4,900. What do you guys think of getting him?
Worth the flyer, and not a guy that's going to have a lot of roster share, which is good in these daily fantasies.
What's up with Mims? Is he starting? We got to have at least one Bronco. Is Mims starting, Ev? What's the latest?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I know it was a groin injury, so
not a concern is what they said.
Is Hassan junk, man? Javonte Williams 1,500 yards, and you sound like Ev, bro. Shout out to Kevin, Kyle Pitts, week 1. Dude, I drafted him in my league, man. I think that this is the year, make or break. But, so wait, what was that? Because what was I going to say? If Mims is hurt or by any means going to be taking some time off, bro, we will definitely have to draft like Troy Franklin because look at how much he is, dude. He's 3,500.
How much is Xavier Worthy?
Wow.
Worthy's probably up there with the absence of Rashid.
No, it's not the main slate. He's not the main slate.
Oh, okay. I see.
Franklin wouldn't be bad as your flex player out of that value.
Yeah, I mean, we have to get some sort of cheap players. Otherwise, we're going to be fucked. You know what I'm saying? Where was he at? What did I say? 3,500? Ooh, Pat Bryant.
Way down there.
Was he 3,500? Where's he at? Let me know if you guys see him. Fuck me.
I do not see him.
Frankie. There he is.
I need to get my spectacles. Troy Franklin. How
Okay.
much is he?
3,500, but that gives us some options here to really splurge at running back. We need one more running back, potentially 2. Ev, who's going to be our wide receiver 3 or 1, whatever you want to call it? Are any of these guys worth taking? Because if you don't have these guys and they pop off, somebody has them and you're just out of the money right away. So like they have like the Millie Maker, right? And you got to hit on these Franklin Golden guys, in my opinion. So are we taking?
We got to add somebody from the Browns because that is the Bengals defense is going to be the worst in the league. And Joe Burrow's probably going to put up a bunch of points, right? So I'm liking Judy a lot, but we'll see. Maybe can we splurge on a more expensive running back now?
Yes. So now our average is 7,900. So yeah, we could get Brian Robinson, we could get McCaffrey, and we could probably like.
There you go. Yeah, I love that.
So Brian Robinson, McCaffrey. So we have $600 left. Could we upgrade our tight end maybe? What would that be at? 4,400. So we could get Tyler Warren.
Oh,
But
you
then we
took
kind of
you-
take
you-
our
you-
stack away.
You took Bijan Robinson, not Brian Robinson.
No, yeah, Bijan Robinson, and then I took Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, so
Right.
we need. Well, we got 600 left, so we probably can't take both of those guys, right?
No, we can't.
Realistically.
We can. Honestly, what we could do. Oh fuck, it's 100 off. I was gonna say, well, we could get like the Redskins or the Commanders defense right away if we wanted to upgrade that. Let's see if we can upgrade our tight end though. 4,400 is the spot. Fuck, Evan Ingram's just right there. Do you like Kyle Pitts? Kevin said no. We could get Tyler Warren or Kate Otten, boys. What are we thinking there?
I like Otten.
Otten, the stack.
Week 1 rookie, you just never know.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, the stack.
So I like it. You could obviously play around with it. I'll probably do it. Having McCaffrey and Robinson, I feel like is a fucking cheat code. The wide
Well, no,
receivers
not-
here
not-
look a little dangerous though. Look
Yeah,
a
but
little
not
sus.
not only you have like Bijan and McCaffrey, but we have Jonathan Taylor. We know he's going to score week 1. So he's going to score week 1, and then it's like, can Troy Franklin have a day, dude? And can he catch a long touchdown? Can Matthew Golden do the same thing? And we know Jerry Jeudy, dude, he's going to get some production against that horrible Bengals defense.
So if we took Franklin out, let's just see like what other options were. So we have 4,100. So like Beck from your Raiders.
Gross.
Eesh, that's kind of tough, right? Slayton. Yeah, dude. Like I don't really like these guys as much.
Mm-mm.
You're saying grab people from Cleveland. Is Isaiah Bond playing, by the way? Does anybody know?
I don't think he'll be a big factor yet.
Snap count, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Right.
he's going pretty late, right?
Because
So-
you gotta hit on the Flyers, bro. You're right, Ev. Because if Franklin catches a deep ball, dude, even if he scores like fucking 15, you've saved so much money that like in your other spots that you can splurge a little bit. So, and if your defense scores a touchdown, bro, you're always like top 5 for some fucking reason. So, yeah, that's kind of like the build here. I'm liking something like this. I might try to see like where Ibuka is. How much was he, Dante? Because that would be a good stack. Honestly.
He's 4,600.
4,600. So yeah,
I
we
mean,
would have to totally switch it up. But
You'd have to put him in under gold instead of Golden, and then maybe could we get Ingram or something like that, or would
yeah, that's how you could play with it, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun to look at. We'll do it every Sunday and build it. If you guys like want any fucking players, make sure you like bring that up Sunday. Like, dude, there's no way Jonathan Taylor doesn't score this week. Run defense for the Dolphins, atrocious, right? Or like, dude, are we stupid for not picking the Broncos defense? Because let's be honest, I think they have the best matchup. DraftKings is telling you they do. This is also a good way of like kind of where you got to find the games that have the highest over and unders, you know, like the Bengals are up there. So you always want them. So that's one way I look at this too. Like, you know, somebody's going to have Burrow and Jamar Chase, but then the rest of their teams like Troy Franklin's, you know, just like
Right.
shit. And if they don't have a good game, you don't even need to check the fucking app. Like you're just like, oh, bloop. Don't need to check that for this week. So
Well,
kind of
I don't-
fun.
Yeah, I'd almost like to like swap the we have the Patriots D, right?
Yeah.
Swap that with Washington against Poopy Pants Russ, who we know is going to have a couple turnovers, maybe a couple sacks, for sure at least one
Oh,
turnover.
you're close to getting Broncos too. We're just
I know, dude. We're $100 away. Yeah, you're right. Dude, can you imagine? So the Bengals are the number 3 defense week 1 because they played the shitty Browns, which
Throwing-
is true, dude.
Just no respect for my playoff quarterback Joe Flacco, dude.
Wacko Flacco, bro. I fucking hate that.
Hey,
guy,
Trey
dude.
Hendrickson will get you some sacks.
He'll definitely get some sacks on Wacko Flacco because he definitely ain't running anywhere. So that's kind of what we'll have to be doing this year, boys. I like it. I'm gonna take a quick picture of it so I know like where we're at and how it would have done. I'll probably end up just submitting this one, but
Are we doing Sunday mornings like start sits, players we like from now on? That was word in the streets, dude, but I haven't heard it from the boss himself, dude. So what's
Yeah.
the plan for Sunday
yeah,
morning?
so we're gonna call it the Sunday Scaries or some shit, right? Nothing worse than having Sunday Scaries, but the Scaries is like we're nervous, so we're gonna talk bets. We're gonna do half. We're gonna do half for fucking bets, Ev, and then we're gonna do half for like what fantasy. Sorry, so fantasy, and then half for just betting lines, over, under, player options, and then everybody that comes on Sunday Scaries. So we invited ALO. You know, obviously Gerald will probably come on. So everybody that comes on needs to bring somebody that's going to score a touchdown, and we're going to do an anytime touchdown. That's kind of the thing. So hopefully everybody that comes on gives us a fucking lock. Ev, I don't want you being like, oh, Kyler Murray, bro, because like we need locks. Like, who would be your way too early lock to score a touchdown on
J.K.
Sunday?
Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins at plus 155. He is getting into the end zone. He might even get in twice, dude. I love J.K. Dobbins this week.
Plus 155. What's Harvey? Do you remember seeing Harvey?
I'd have to check. He was, I think he was down the list a little bit.
Sutton's another. I could see.
He was plus 120. I saw Sutton, but the problem is I think we're going to be up by so much that. But you're right, dude. I mean, judging that preseason game, they made it look pretty fucking easy. So, yeah, dude. I mean, Jamar Chase, dude, is like another one. I feel like that's pretty fucking free. So we'd have to really, that's the plan. Is like don't bring up people that we think are gonna. It's like you don't want to be like Evan Ingram.
I mean, RJ Harvey's at plus 165, so not that much off JK. I just think that JK, man, he's RB1. I mean, he's gonna be the guy that Sean Payton trusts first. So
Tampa's gonna score. Like, is Bucky probably a lock? I'm sure Matt would probably love him. McCaffrey, like it sounds like it's pretty fucking easy, dude. But when we parlay them, somebody usually fucks up. Hence the home run parlay.
I mean, the thing is, man, we're looking for like plus money for these anytime scores, man. I mean, Bucky Irving, he's at minus 155. So, it just doesn't do it doesn't do anything for me. We're trying to win money. We're trying to win a bag here on Crew Talk Sports, bro.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that Sundays at 7, man. 7 and 7. Sundays at 7, we'll get nice, fresh and early. Unless it's after the Canelo fight, which is in 2 weeks, boys. We might have to fucking wake. You guys might have to be calling Trillo Betts' phone. Nico hopping on.
Our favorite game, Wake Up Trillo.
What's up, y'all? What up, Nico? Yeah, somebody wake up Trillo. Hassan wants us to grab Javonte. That's so
unbelievable.
Funny,
that is the grossest thing I've ever seen.
The nerve on this guy, dude. Shout out to my boy Hassan out there.
Hey, being a Dallas sports fan, they've been through a lot. All right, so we just gotta. Hey, Hassan, hope you're doing all right, man. All right,
dude. Yeah, Ev, we were talking about it last week. Wanted your take on it, but I didn't even know it happened. Hassan just texted me and said LOL, and I was like, oh, they must have traded fucking Micah Parsons, and they did. Can't wait for week 1. Cam is cooked, by the way. Is he playing him in fantasy?
Yeah, real quick, Nico, give us a score prediction real quick, Broncos-Titans, if you're still listening. But yeah, Hassan, poor guy. Hassan, you can always be a Broncos fan if you want, dude. We'll welcome you with open arms, bro. Okay? Easy
yeah, dude,
peasy.
it's like they traded their arguably his 2 favorite sports people within 6 months, like poor guy. Ev, what was your thoughts on that trade, dude? And obviously it moves the Packers towards the line significantly more, but like, did Dallas get enough? Was this more than the Khalil Mack trade, Dante? And what are your thoughts, Ev?
I mean, you could make an argument that they could have gotten more, right? I think the only way that this trade, like if the Packers, if we look back, we're like, they won this trade, they got to win a Super Bowl. Otherwise, who cares, right? I mean, Dallas wasn't one Micah Parsons away from winning a Super Bowl. So, I mean, get those 2 first-round picks, get a starting defensive lineman, Pro Bowler. And if they can hit on those picks, then this trade could look a lot differently. But Micah Parsons a game changer, boys. What do you think about the trade, Dante?
Yeah, I mean, it was just the Cowboys. I don't know. I feel bad for them because whenever you lose a player like that, your whole franchise right before the season, I mean, that's just a tough way to start the year. And then today it's coming out that Parsons having a little back issues, getting a shot. So it's like, all right, well, maybe Jerry Jones did know something that we didn't know. I don't know. It's a historic trade. The Cowboys could actually, kind of like the Mavericks, end up in a better spot from it. I can't see a scenario where that happens, but you never want to trade your best player. I think morale for the start of the season. I'll be heavy on the Eagles just because that's got to be a downer for Dallas.
It's a kick in the nuts, man. First year coach, right? Their defense, it already had holes in it. I'm not saying that was a top 5 defense or anywhere close to it. Now you trade the best one. It was kind of like the Bengals with the Hendrickson, right? It was like, dude, we already have gaping holes in this defense, but at least that's not one of them. Yeah. Bloop, they shake hand him. I think Jerry Jones, and again, was this true or not? did he offer him the most money that a defensive player's ever made or not? Like I'm interested to see like how far they were away from each other. Like I'd love to talk to Jerry and be like, what'd you offer? And if he said fucking that, I'd be like, well, then he's an idiot.
I think that's something that goes into it. I think the situation between the two, I think it's soured, dude. And I think by the end of it, Parsons was just like, get me out of here, dude. I mean, you saw him with in the preseason game, dude. He's sleeping on the training table, dude. That just shows you everything you need to know. Like he was so done with that squad. And maybe Jerry did, but at the end of the day, he's a Packer now, so we shall see. Nico said 28-7 Titans or Broncos over Titans. So I would love that. Honestly.
Yeah, if it's raining. Right now, I was looking at it. Obviously, we have a week, but 81, high of 81 on Sunday. Kickoff. What time is the kickoff to? Yeah, it's going to be right at 80 degrees, boys. What a fucking belter of a game that's going to be. I'm already fucking, I gotta lock in, dude. Sunday's going to be a fucking muzzy.
So real quick, do we want to touch down on Thursday and Friday's games real quick? Because I know we're going to break down the Broncos on Wednesday, most of the show. I got a Titans super fan that wants to come on. Shout out Mr. First Down. So go behind many enemy lines a little bit, see what he's thinking over there. But if you guys want to break down Thursday and Friday, man, let me know.
Yeah, let's do it. So are we talking betting perspective, Ed? Because we already know the spread 7.5. My God, dude, I think they win by fucking 100. Let me pull up the bets here real quick, see if we can find any value. We're not doing first to score touchdowns because I'm still, 8 months into not doing it. So I'm proud of myself. 9 months in. Spreads 8.5 on DraftKings. Mother of Christ. Over under 47.5. I'd probably lean that under. Ev, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here, but where's the value at, Dante?
Yeah, we just kind of talked about with the Cowboys. Morale's down a little bit, but 8.5's a kind of a big number there. I don't like it. Under, if we notice in college football, if that translates a lot of unders this week, week one, teams figuring it out. So that's something that kind of I've been watching there. So under could be the move in this game. Eagles, they might just run the ball and just kind of drain the clock and do that game like they kind of are really good at. So I can see the under.
Under. Ev, what are you thinking besides Dallas Cowboys money line because you're a clown?
Yeah, no, and I'm taking Dallas Cowboys money line, dude. I mean, I called it out in the Broncos, bros. I think that's my upset of the week. I think it happens, man. You see it when that toxic player gets traded, man. The team rallies around it. I know it's the Super Bowl champs, but we've seen it before in the league. So I like taking a flyer on the Dallas Cowboys money line, man. Why not?
So we also got a game Friday. It's in Brazil. I wanted to touch on that. Obviously, so we're doing Philly. I'm going Philly. Dante, you're going Philly money line, right? I mean, I
kind of like what Ev's saying. I might have to sprinkle Cowboys money line. Why not?
Oh my God, dude! No.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are there.
You guys are Cowboys, but boys, look here too. Tell me why the Chargers, they play in Brazil. Dude, we got to take Chargers +3 right there, fellas. So remember, you got Thursday night game, Friday night game, then we have to wait till, technically Saturday with college football. But what do you guys think of this game for Friday the 5th, Ev, 6 p.m.? Is that the one on Netflix? Or because I heard it's a fucking mindfuck to watch all these games now.
Yeah, no, I think it's on YouTube, right? I think you can watch it free on YouTube. Or Prime. So
Prime, yeah.
I'll be locked in on Prime, but I did see YouTube will be showing it. Look, man, I think this game is going to be close, but when have the Chargers ever won a meaningful game? The Chiefs are fired up after getting absolutely ass pounded by the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. I think Mahomes is going to come out and look like Mahomes of old, and I think they probably win by at least 10. So that's where I'm leaning for the game on Friday.
Dante, talk to me. Who you got Friday night?
Yeah, the Chiefs. We'll see if there's any Super Bowl hangover. Obviously, they got crap kicked out of them. Tough note to end the season on, and then pick it back up and do it all over again. Either, like Ev said, they're going to come out fired up and want revenge. But let's not forget, Harbaugh, Chargers. They're also trying to prove something. This is a prove-it game for them too. So +3. It sucks it's on a neutral site, but there's no Chargers fans anyway, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference for them. I think I'm going to lean Chargers money line here if I had to make a pick.
Loving it, Ev.
Hey.
Yeah, we love just fading you. I'm big on the Chargers this year. I'm big on fading the Chiefs this year. I mean, dude, it starts now. I could eat Trillo bets could look like an asshole, and the fucking Chargers could lay an egg. I'd probably lean this under too, dude. These divisional games tend to lean under, in my opinion. I don't have any stats behind that, but I think, dude, Hampton should have fucking a shit ton of rushing yards, dude. After the last we saw of the Chiefs. That's the recipe for beating them. Keep Mahomes on the sidelines. Harbaugh knows that. Big game to start the season, though, for the AFC West breakdown. I would love it if the Chiefs were to be 0-1. Chargers get a dub. Obviously, Broncos are going to get a dub. Here's Alo coming in. The Eagles about to smack the Cowboys. Stop it. I don't know why you guys don't see that either. For sure they are. Ev.
Look, I'm just looking at like week 1. You take that plus money, dude, because teams are going to come out flat. It happens every single year. Now's the time to get a little 3-leg parlay with plus money. Get you some gambling money for the rest of the season, bro. So that's where I'm at.
Well, we were talking about how there was going to be upsets in college. I mean, I said UTSA. They ended up covering the spread, Dante. They lost by 20. But, dude, Texas or Alabama was the one. Florida State. There's always an upset. So you're saying, Ev, that your Cowboys are going to be the biggest upset. Is there anybody else that's 8.5? Are they the biggest? So Broncos are 7.5. That's the second biggest. I saw the Bengals were 5.5. Oh, yep, that's it, boys.
Well, it's like, hey, I mean, Bengals historically have started slow. So I mean, can the Cleveland division game? Can the Browns? No, dude, the Browns aren't going to do that, dude. Bengals are going to be fired up. I can't bet on the Browns week 1, dude.
Yeah, the Cowboys are the biggest fucking underdog of the week, man. And you guys are sprinkling it on the money line. You guys are fucking nuts. All right. Well, Ev, is there anything else you want to talk about? We'll be back Wednesday. We're really going to break down the Bronco game, the keys to success, and the bets that we like, as well as a quick hour Sunday, boys. We're just going to do a quick hour. And then we want everybody live that's listening, man. Everybody come in on Sunday mornings. Give us, like, who do you want to start, sit? Like, who should we bet on? And remember, if you want to come on the podcast, be ready to be put on the hot seat and give us an anytime touchdown score. It's a good time. We're definitely going to slap a few of those. Ev, so you're taking Cowboys. I'm taking Eagles. I'm taking Chargers. Dante, you're taking Cowboys. You sick bitch. I gotta write this
Dante.
down.
Dante.
We'll see.
Hey,
And
come on. Why
and
not?
you're taking Chargers too, right?
Yep, I think I'm taking Chargers.
Okay. And we both kind of like the under, right? So Ev, you're doing that too. You're doing Chiefs Cowboys.
Chiefs Cowboys, yeah.
Chiefs Cowboys. Yeah, maybe we should we should track these, bro. We should really track these. Maybe we'll just do like the main games, like the 3 Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night games. Obviously there's a fucking random Friday. That's why we're talking about it. But yeah, Ev, how excited are you, dude, that just you're not leaving the house all fall, especially you have your boy. So it's just like chilling. Dante's been doing it for a week already.
Yeah. Yeah. Locked in on the couch. It's going to be fantastic. So I'm here for it.
Well, Chiefs Cowboys are both going 0-2, just 0-1, just to let you know. So Dom's got Chargers, Chillo's got Chargers. And then he's got Eagles by 1 million. I'm not scared of that 8.5 either, to be honest with you, boys. Would like that under to come through. I mean, who's going to stop Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts running the ball? Dude?
Kenny Clark, the Pro Bowl tackle that they got from the Packers.
Yeah,
the missing piece.
Yeah, that was the missing piece. Shout out to Jay Jones. Like, we didn't run the ball. We didn't stop the run effectively. Now we will. I'm like, oh.
The more I think about this, they're getting their rings that night too. The Eagles are, so Super Bowl
distraction.
I don't know. I don't know. More I think about Eagles might just kick their ass start the season. We'll see.
I would put you down for Cowboys, bud. I already put you down for Cowboys.
Rad, walk with me, Dante. Walk with me.
Yeah, not to the fucking cashier. Other than that, fellas, I might have to bet the Vikings too. They play Chicago. I saw it was minus 125 earlier today. I'm like, dude, the Vikings should win. But are we going to bet on JJ McCarthy, dude?
Monday night, so we can sweat that next week.
Yeah, we'll be sweating it live, boys. Do you guys have any Vikings or Bears on you guys' fantasy teams that you're going to be like maybe dependent on week 1? I don't think I do either, Ev.
No, I never could. Gerald, real quick shout out. He was trying to trade me. He was trying to give me Aaron Jones for Cortland Sutton, and I laughed in his face. So He's continually trying to screw me
Yeah,
over.
you know what? I used to work with this guy. Shout out to Joe. So what he would do, bro, is he would just send random ass trades and hope that somebody accidentally pressed yes. And it was so annoying because you couldn't block like the trade request. So every day you'd wake up and there'd be 4 of them, and you knew if it was from him, just press reject, reject, reject. Gerald, I don't think he does that, but I do think that that he definitely thinks like maybe you're drunk or something.
Well, no, he's just like dude. Every good trade hurts for both owners. That's how it should be. Like it's gonna hurt. You don't want to let the guy go, but it should be better for both parties. So, Gerald, you better learn, dude. It's gonna cost you for Cortland Sutton plus I have Rashee Rice. So I'm without him for 6 weeks. I'm gonna be leaning on Sutton. Sorry, bro.
So in our league, F, I was gonna ask Dante, who do I start? Dante, Dobbins, Hubbard, or Worthy? That's kind of where I'm at. I have to start Gibbs. I have to start Chase Brown. Moving on to the flex, do I want to sneak in J.K. Dobbins instead of Chuba Hubbard or Xavier Worthy? Or maybe not. Maybe see what they're doing first, right?
Yeah, I know Chuba's been your guy all offseason. So,
Mhm.
and that Jags defense, they don't have a bad defense. Kind of a sneaky run defense too, but I don't know. The Panthers might rely on that run game, so I like Chuba there.
Yeah, I agree. If you were like a huge underdog and needed like 30 points, then you put in Xavier Worthy for a couple long balls, right? A couple long touchdowns. But I mean, it depends. If it's close, you got to go with consistent, safe. We said earlier that I like JK going and getting into the end zone at least once, but we don't know. We don't know until we see it. So yeah, I think Chuba's your best bet there.
Also, I wanted to bring up, I'm playing Anthony. Shout out to One Off Plus. He has Aubrey, Pickens, fucking Barkley, and Dak. So I'll probably be down 100 the first fucking night. I only have Xavier Worthy playing Friday. Are you guys starting anybody Thursday? Worthy wide receiver 1 now. I know we talked about it at ALO. That's why I'm starting him, bro.
I don't think so. I think Kelsey's gonna be wide receiver 1, bro. He got slimmed down. He's a billionaire now. He's feeling good. He doesn't care what happens to his body. He's gonna risk it all.
Dude, he doesn't care about football anymore, bro. He's got his little podcast, probably pays him a couple million there, dude. He's just ready to be post-football, retired, chilling with Taylor Swift, dude. Come on, let's be real. Carrying her bags around.
Yeah. Katie wanted to draft Kelsey in our fantasy league. She's like, let me make sure I get him. I told her, you don't want Travis Kelsey this year. He's not going to – he'll play, but he's in it for the playoffs. That's when he'll turn it on. I actually think Noah Gray, the Chiefs tight end number 2, is a sneaky pick because he actually might be their tight end 1 throughout this regular season.
Yeah, he did have a couple sneaky touchdowns last year where it was like tight end touchdown. You're like, well, that's Travis Kelsey, and they was like, oh fuck, no, that's their backup, Noah Gray. I did have him in a dynasty league. I'm in our dynasty league. I'm interested to see how that goes. What else do we got? Closing statements, fellas. It was a good one. Your boy's exhausted from the trip. I gotta go sleepy night. Dante, you got work tomorrow. Sorry, bud. Closing statements from me. I know.
Yeah, I'm still off for another week and a half, so I will be enjoying this leave. But yeah, no, it was a great episode, boys. Shout out to Broncos Bros. Go follow them on Twitter. They got good shit coming out every week. They are just diehard Broncos fans.
Mhm.
Orange and Blue Network, that's where they stream on. Go give them a follow too if you're a Broncos fan. But yeah, dude, we'll have those boys on. We'll have them on before the
my boy Dak, dude. Me and him. That's my fantasy bro, dude. He's my little fantasy boy. When we drafted our team, we were like in alignment. But yeah.
Also, real quick, shout out Crew Talk Sports and the Fantasy League with the Sideline Podcast. I mean, we just swept y'all, bro. We swept y'all. Crew Talk got all the wins. I know Dom took an L, but he was facing a Crew Talk in Macrohata. So we're here, baby. We're here. We know ball. We know
ball. I gotta check that NFL one, dude, because that's when I fucked up and drafted 4 quarterbacks. You guys didn't wake me up. Real quick, TCU 48, North Carolina 14. God damn you, Evan. Belichick's pissed, and so am I now. That was Dante's lock of the weekend. Dante, we gotta fade this North Carolina team. It's gonna take him a couple years, bud.
Yeah, I'm glad week 1's over so I can bounce back. Only up from here. That's the good news. We lost some close games, but week 1 NFL, this is where we get it back.
Yep, we'll have to. Wednesday we'll have to bring in a couple locks. I know Michigan's playing Oklahoma. That's a big game.
Big game.
A shout out to George. He was wearing his Sooners jersey. That's a big game for both teams with playoff implications. But yeah, all right. Well, we'll see you guys Wednesday. We'll have more shit to break down, including the Broncos. A thorough breakdown of that game. We'll be talking any NFL news. Anything else, fellas, before we hit the dough?
Let's have a good week.
All right, boys. Have a great week. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Go Broncos.